This is episode 102 of Organizations Win Championships, an Odyssey 2400 sports podcast about your Chicago Bulls. I am Dan Bernstein. Our producer is Spencer Ray, and my podcast partner is Ragnar Pigfister.
Did you write that one down?
I did. I have to write them down because I don't want to repeat any of them.
Ragnar Pigfister?
Yes.
So I fist pigs?
You said that. I didn't. How are finals going?
No, you say that.
How's finals week?
If you pay attention in class, you shouldn't be that stressed. So that's my word out to everyone. Because I pay attention in class. So when I study, I don't feel like I'm learning new material. I feel like I'm going over it. So I'm not overwhelmed. I'm going to say that and totally bomb my cinema test. No, I'm kidding. I hope not.
You better not.
Yeah. But
better not.
I feel good.
Okay.
Had some papers and projects already, and tomorrow's my last day.
So. And how many Pelicans games have you been to now? Three?
Or
4?
Okay. They're so cheap.
That's ridiculous. You got a $3 ticket and then a $5 ticket with fees, and then you guys just jump in an Uber and go to an NBA game.
Because why not?
Right.
Well, that's the thing. That's part of the reason why I'm in New Orleans and not Pennsylvania anymore. Because you're bored. Oh, there's a Pelicans game tonight. Even though they suck, it's still NBA basketball. They're still good players.
I ran into one of your old hockey teammates' dads last night. I told him about this. He goes, "Well, wait a second." He goes, "He's still probably paying $15 for a beer."
Yeah.
I told him, no, they're probably smuggling flasks in or something, or little bottles.
No.
That's still pretty stupid.
No.
By the way, Michael Lane had 50 saves in a win over Mount Carmel.
Hey, in Mount Carmel?
Yeah, they beat Mount Carmel 5-4.
He
stopped 50 of 54, so I want to pass that along to you. So let's reset the Bulls. The Bulls are currently 10-15. They are 10th in the NBA's Eastern Conference. They are continuing to lead the league. Oh, no, they don't lead the league in pace. They're second in pace.
Oh, probably Boston.
They are second in pace. They've been knocked off their pace perch. They're 12th of 30 in offensive rating, 27th of 30 in defensive rating, 21st overall in net rating.
30 in the league in offensive rating?
Yeah. I mean, it makes such a big difference to actually play basketball the right way. But they're still not bad enough is part of the problem. There are teams who are outstripping them when it comes to the ability to tank, the ability to rest players. I was shocked that Joel Embiid came into the last game to play against him. But you want to talk about a game that illustrated the different styles, because Philadelphia, I think, is the slowest team in the league, the way they play. And the Bulls got them in the first quarter. And they were firing away, and then all of a sudden, the Philadelphia slowdown started, and then it was Embiid, and these plodding possessions. So if somebody wants to take them out of this, if they don't want to beat the Bulls at their game, it gave you a recipe into what to do.
Embiid is doing what Harden used to do, and I hate watching it. All it does, isolation, tween, setup combo, triple threat BS, and get fouled and flop and then shoot free throws. Have you ever seen his free throw routine?
I'm sure I have. I don't know that I've noted anything.
He wipes his ass and then sniffs it before he dribbles.
What?
Yes, look it up.
No, thanks.
Yeah. I don't know if it's every time, but there have been multiple instances this year.
He's probably just drying his hand.
No, but he puts it up to his nose. Every time.
That's kind of nasty.
Yeah. It's gross.
Is that worse than what John Mengelt used to do? That his Mengelt on the Bulls, he would lick his hand in between dribbles. He'd constantly lick his hands.
Well, that actually has some kind of application if he's looking for a better grip. Yes, it's disgusting.
Oh, my God. But all the people touching that ball, you're like...
There's enough sweat and saliva and blood on it anyway.
Oh, it's just so gross.
Sniffing your ass and then...
This is a hell of a basketball debate. It really is. What's more disgusting? You can play along at home. But so here they are again. I still think too good. And apparently, based on what we understand, the latest reports say no market for Zach LaVine. None.
I find that interesting because he's been playing well.
Very well. And actually trying on defense sometimes.
And unselfishly as well. That he's been really good this season. As much as I wasn't surprised to have no market during the offseason, there are teams that need a guy like that. Denver, Orlando would be a great spot. Orlando might be desperate at this point to be adding a scorer with their two best players down. Really sucks about Franz, by the way.
Did you watch Orlando last night?
Dog.
That game, I was very surprised how long Orlando was able to hang in without those guys. They played really hard and really well against a Bucks team that looked like it cared until they just couldn't stay in front of Lillard at the end. But I don't know what the spread was. I don't know who had what for that NBA Cup thing, but they were playing really hard last night.
Suggs is nice.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he missed a late shot, and that was the game.
Yeah.
But I was very impressed with how hard they were playing. Yes, and the more you look at it, with every game that goes by, Zach's contract gets less onerous.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's an overpay at this point, but you look at some of the guys making that money or even more money, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's maybe.
And then there's Juan Soto.
Don't even. And maybe Vooch becomes more attractive if he makes an all-star team, because he is putting a candidacy together to be an all-star this year. It's really fascinating.
He's been playing like Orlando Magic Vooch, the one that whenever the Bulls played them, when he had that 43-19 game, was the first player since Shaq to do that in an Orlando Magic jersey. By the way, Shaq has come to New Orleans for the Super Bowl to DJ with Ludacris. And so Tulane is so excited. I don't think they're excited for the music. And John Summit's going to be there too. I don't know if you know who that is. He's a super famous house artist who is actually dating a TikTok star who is a senior at Tulane, because it's a whole thing. Okay. And I don't think people are excited for the music. I think people are excited to do psychedelics and then listen to the music. So
that's what EDM is, right?
Yeah. But I got a text saying we should go do this. So I'm just we'll figure that out. But
that wasn't a no.
Sorry, I get sidetracked easily. But this is Orlando Magic Vooch. The
21 points a game. 21 points, 9.8 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 0.8 steals, 0.8 blocks. He is shooting 58.7%, including 47% from three-point range and 85% from the line.
How many three-point attempts per game?
4.6.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's more than 2 threes a game.
He is at 2.2 averages three-pointers made per game. Zach is at 3.3. Kobe White's at 3.3. But that is an absolutely reasonable all-star case for Vucevic. So get him somewhere else as quickly as possible.
Oklahoma City.
Fine.
I saw them play against New Orleans. And when Hartenstein is out, they're screwed. Yves Missi took over, who I've been saying.
I know.
He took when Hartenstein was out and Yves Missi was in, it was bad, really bad. Because Yves Missi's a rookie, so he shouldn't be bullying people that are established players in the league. Vooch is not the best defender, but he's big and he can get rebounds. And get him to OKC. They have so much draft capital. They're really young. So even if they could have an unproven asset, that I've been saying Ousmane Dieng this whole time, because how can you not have enough 6'8" athletic wings? Man, get him to OKC or anywhere, just anywhere. But I think OKC could really use him. And I think he could be really valuable on a contender. So they need to get rid of everyone.
And especially
everyone. And AK knows that they need to get worse, because I think there was a report that came out that every player on the roster is available in trade talks.
Except Modest.
Oh, except Modest?
Well, they can't. Everything is still available to time up with Modest. If you just look at age and contract length, he's great until. Did you see what Drummond did to him?
Oh, well,
on Sunday.
It's Andre Drummond. He's
I know it was so great. What is that? A 60-pound difference?
Yeah, more. Oh, more.
100 pounds,
closer to 100.
And there was almost an incredible Drummond moment too, where he did this quick reverse spin move, jumped in the air, and tried to do a scoop reach around and just missed the layup, which is the story of Andre Drummond as a Bull, where he's always so close to having some incredible moment that just never quite finishes. But man,
I miss the Bulls having hysterical players a little bit, if you know what I mean. I miss the Shaq and a Fool moments.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're never going to top the double.
They're screwing up less than they did last year when I want them to screw up more. Yep. Oh, hold on. I don't want them to necessarily screw up. I just like laughing when something funny happens. Yeah, and they don't have enough of those moments.
That's what Bears games are for.
Oh, Jesus, don't even get me.
Yeah, that's what Bears games are for. But look, you're
never not even going to hire Ben Johnson because they want a proven coach. I mean,
they're never going to top the Andre Drummond, Torrey Craig double dunk
lob.
That's still the greatest thing ever. But I will say the outpouring from everyone at the United Center and everyone around the Bulls for the return of Drummond, and they showed it. I mean everybody. I mean, there were just people who work courtside, scorers table people, the locker room assistants, security guards, ushers, everybody there wanted to hug him and just say nice things about him and welcome him back. And just to see him this happy, I think is great. It just kills me that they could have gotten 2 second-round picks from that team for him.
Sorry, I was blowing my nose. I'm dealing with a little bit of cold here. I'm on the other side of it, but still a little bit congested. Okay, yes, I don't know why they didn't capitalize on that. It just blows my mind. Why is every Chicago team about continuity?
I don't know. Because they're all terrible. They have no choice. They're bad and they stay bad. And it's amazing to me. And don't get us started on some of the Bears stuff we learned today from an old podcast about how Kevin Warren got hired. You should go back. Listen to
Ryan Poles is annoyed with Kevin Warren.
No, listen to the first hour of our show today. Go back in the Odyssey app and listen to from 10 to 11. You're going to want to throw up.
Good plug there, but
right. No, the show isn't going to make it. It's the information on the Bears that's going to make you want to throw up that we found that nobody else has.
No, the show makes me want to throw up, not because of Marshall, but
or Layla. Specifically there.
Wednesday.
Yeah, and Tuesday she's in now too. The latest injury report: Dalen Terry left the game against Philadelphia. He's day-to-day with some kind of knee issue, and apparently Patrick Williams practiced in a full run today. I guess they went short, but had a very hard scrimmage today, and Williams looked really good.
He's a practice player. Of course, he looked really good. He's an interesting trade candidate, I think, because he's been in the league, 4 years now? I don't know what his timeline is. We've spent 4 years trying to figure it out, and team could be looking at that and be saying, wait, Lauri Markkanen, when he was traded away, kind of turned into
an all-star.
Wagner. I mean, just an all-star, a really good player.
Mm-hmm.
And Williams is arguably more talented?
What? No.
He's more athletic.
He's more powerful.
Yes.
He's certainly more powerful.
Maybe not talented, but a more gifted
athlete. Yes.
And a good shooter and a good defender. He has all the tools. So some team could say, hey, maybe not a contender. I mean, I could see a contender trading for him because who knows if they run him off the bench, and bench players are making $18 million a year now. So I'm just interested to see if they do trade him, where he'd end up going. Not necessarily what they get back. That's some of
No,
your
I think it's how I would phrase that is I want to know who would want him and why.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that would tell me a lot if somebody if the Heat or something like that said, okay,
Toronto. There obviously it won't be Toronto, but teams like that.
And apparently, did you see that the Heat are thinking about offering or listening to calls on Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, I heard. What was it, Warriors?
Well, whoever it is, why wouldn't you prefer Zach?
Yeah.
He's less of a pain in the ass. I mean, you don't have the winning. I mean, Jimmy's obviously more of a winner and he's tougher. But if you're just looking for bang for the buck right now, wouldn't you
also if you're looking at the teams that would want a player like Jimmy Butler, it would be a contender. And I saw Warriors. Jimmy Butler is not going to be the alpha on that team. So you don't need him to be the alpha on a champion. So if you're looking for another scorer, or just another all-star, former all-star, good player,
shot maker.
Zach LaVine's a better shot maker than Jimmy Butler.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Zach's one of the best in the league at making crazy shots.
Yeah, I could see why would I also saw Golden State would like to look for a trade for LeBron. What the? You didn't see this?
No.
Yeah, I mean it's not going to happen.
Is this at like madeupnbashit.com?
No. And they were saying if in the rare case that LeBron does get traded, Bronny will almost have to be included.
No, thank you.
But let me look this up. Yeah.
No, that's but
2 days ago, NBC Sports, other teams rumored to be monitoring if LeBron James wants trade out of Los Angeles.
Okay. I mean, monitoring if he wants. Of course. Of course you're monitoring if he wants. Come on. Let's talk too about this fabulous article that Jamal Collier and Ramona Shelburne did about Lonzo Ball and his story. And it's really fascinating stuff in there. And he comes off really well. He seems like a really good dude. And he's got a good head on his shoulders and an amazing perspective and understanding. And it paints a picture of determination. And when all of us were around saying this can't happen and no one's ever come back from this, why should he be the first? And he looked at it as, why shouldn't I be? And just because no one's ever done this before doesn't mean that I can't. And here he is with a dead man's cartilage in his knee. And now they're going to maybe relax his minutes restriction a little bit. They might start opening it up that may allow him to. And look, I wouldn't be closing with him. I'd be closing with Giddey, just so you can give up more points. But if somebody were to trade for the expiring contract of Lonzo Ball, God, would that be perfect?
I think the dead man's cartilage in a knee is a new definition for the mostly dead, slightly alive thing. I think that dead man is mostly dead but slightly alive in an NBA player's body.
Well, I mean, there's some philosophical aspects to that are
cool.
that are kind of deep.
But
his
let me talk for a second, because I've been blowing my nose, so you've been getting your time to shine. So let me talk. I know Lonzo's perspective is awesome, determination, everything. Dan Campbell and his grit, but hey man, it works for him. He should just turn it. Maybe you should turn it into an acronym. But I think part of the reason why he has that much perspective and wisdom on everything is because he's been hurt and he's really young. And I kind of feel bad that he's had to gain all this perspective because it means that he's been hurt. And when you say perspective, it entails that he sounds older than he actually is and knows more about injuries
he's seen a lot. He's been through stuff.
But I think it comes from the fact that he's not able to stay healthy, and I feel bad for him. I wish he was I wish he almost didn't have to deal with this perspective on the game. Not almost, I do. It sucks, but really happy for him. That stuff about the big baller brand shoes,
Yeah,
really interesting. Not
whiteboard
surprised
that.
because
Whiteboard that. What you're saying about the big baller shoes.
yeah, he said that it led to injuries because the shoes sucked. Long story short, and I remember when they came out, they were one crazy expensive, but I watched shoe reviews of it and all this stuff, and everyone said it had the worst traction of all time, that the shoes sucked. And so when you're slipping and sliding everywhere, it's probably not the best for any part of your lower body. And it sucks. And LaMelo used to wear them when he was in high school, and now you look at him and he's hurt all the time. And now neither of them are wearing those shoes. So, man, sucks.
Do you remember the other bull?
Hold on. I'm back that he's, or I'm back. I'm happy that he's back in a position where he can be a contributing player. I think a contributing player on a good team, still a good defender, can still make it pay from three. Still is the worst mid-range touch I've ever seen in my life. But I think that it's remarkable. And we were both wrong, especially you, because you were really set on him not playing again. But good for him. Playing at a pretty high level for someone who had a surgery that had never been done before for an NBA player.
Can you name the other former Chicago Bull that similarly wore a brand of shoes that his father promoted that also wrecked his feet?
No.
Joakim Noah's dad, Yannick Noah, he was the main guy for a brand called Le Coq Sportif.
Oh yeah, I did. I remember he had a signature shoe.
Yeah. The sports chicken. And Joakim wore the Le Coq Sportif shoes and had horrible plantar fasciitis, debilitating plantar fasciitis, and eventually got out of those shoes. So if I ever start a shoe brand, don't wear them.
Yeah, that's why I wear these. Also, I was gonna say for one of my Hanukkah gifts, I would like a pair of the Steph Curry 12s. Thank you.
Kiss my ass! I got you. Your gift was the Laker game.
Yeah, Hanukkah is 8 days. It starts on my birthday.
Yeah, but you're too old for like 8. You want me to?
No.
I'll do that. I'll do the 8 things. I'll go up to your room and I'll grab an old stinky pair of underpants and wrap them up and give them to you.
This is why I wear these. I will never wear your shoes because these are comfy. Huh?
Those aren't the. Which ones are those?
Curry's. Remember I showed them when talking about Kobe White?
Oh, yeah. But do you still have the pink Trae Youngs?
Oh, they're terrible. There's a reason why Trae Young left Adidas for Jordan. Oh. I don't know if you heard about this.
But yeah, all right. Yeah, those are kind of cool. You don't need more shoes.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
More bad. I will wear them.
You've got a pair of Jordans here you didn't even take with you.
Oh, yeah. I'm probably going to sell those at some point because I'm not cool enough to wear them.
You're not cool enough to wear Jordans?
Hell no. Look at me.
Okay, fair enough. All right,
dickhead. Fair enough.
Are you cool enough for the showdown? You ready for the showdown?
I'm ready. I'm ready. You know that feeling? You know that feeling when you're congested and you get those fleeting 30 seconds when it shifts to the other nostril and you can breathe through both? Oh, the best feeling, and it just happened. But I know that this one's going to be stuffy in a second.
Yeah, because it's always one. It's always one. Congratulations to our winner of the crowd question from last episode. It was Twitter follower Dan Quast, I believe is his name, who answered correctly, the only player or person in NBA history to be MVP, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year. And a lot of people guessed Jerry West. That was the most common wrong answer.
My first guess.
Well, he wasn't a very good coach. Great executive, great player. Larry Bird was MVP, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year.
I've been watching a lot of old Winning Time clips just because it's been on my YouTube. Oh, that show was so good.
It was great. It's good
and I love Larry Bird and Jerry West are two of the best characters in that entire show. And I love watching the stuff about how NBA players were complaining about their portrayals. It's a dramatization
Yeah.
They very clearly stated that it's based on a book, and they made it appealing to audiences because that's how you make money. And
money,
and it's awesome. And they need to shut up. You guys have enough money, rings. Although Jerry West is dead, so he had it. No disrespect.
At least he's not complaining anymore.
He was always complaining, but.
But I thought the most underappreciated when I first watched it, I think the most underappreciated performance was Wood Harris.
Wood Harris is Spencer
Haywood. Incredible. And really getting all the pain that dude had been through and like where he was in his career. That it was outstanding. All right. You want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay. On Friday, the Bulls are playing the Hornets.
Okay.
So I went through and I wanted to first determine what constitutes Hornets history. And the answer is only the Charlotte iteration of NBA is considered Hornets, even through the Bobcats.
Including Bobcats.
Including Bobcats. So it's like old Hornets, Bobcats, new Charlotte Hornets. And the New Orleans stuff belongs to New Orleans. The stuff that didn't go to Utah. The stuff that didn't go to Utah, the Pelicans Hornets stuff is their history. So with that, I found this number very interesting. How many, first of all, can you name the all-time Charlotte leader in games played? And I want to see how many of the top 5 you can get.
Kemba Walker?
He's third.
Okay. Wow. Del Curry?
Number 1.
Really?
Yes.
Bang.
It blew my mind.
Yeah.
He just never left.
Yeah.
Del Curry, it is by a mile. Del Curry's at 701 games. And
Muggsy Bogues, is he number
2?
Okay.
Curry, Bogues, Kemba. The next
be Larry Johnson?
No, that's a good guess, but he was only there 5 years. No.
Wow. Ooh.
No, I couldn't. And when I saw number 5, I was like, no way.
Number like Miles Bridges or something?
Not yet. He'll be there soon.
Nobody knew.
Number 4 has 467 games, and number 5 has 457 games. Like, I didn't realize Alonzo Mourning wasn't there that long. Larry Johnson wasn't there that long. Kelly Tripuccio only there a couple of years.
Like Anthony Mason or something?
No. They're both relatively recent.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So recent as in Bobcats new Hornets or just new Hornets?
Yeah, Bobcats and some new
Michael
Hornets.
Kidd Gilchrist, gotta be.
No, good guess.
Oh,
no, that's a really good guess.
Ooh.
So you got Curry, Bogues, and Walker. Then there's a big drop off.
Okafor?
No, but he is their leader in a lot of categories.
Okay.
For like single season stuff. His name keeps popping up.
Samuel Dallenberg, did he ever play there?
No.
I don't think he did. I don't know. I'm probably getting him confused with somebody. Biyombo played there. It's not Bismack Biyombo.
5.
No. Because he was on the Bobcats and then he later went back to the Hornets.
Yes. Bismack Biyombo is the 5th all-time longest tenured Charlotte NBA player.
How did I get that?
So do you know all you have left is number 4?
Can't be LaMelo Ball.
No.
And you said relatively recent. Still playing?
I don't think so. I think he's just done. Relatively, he was just a guy forever.
Ish Smith? Nah, I played.
No, too many teams.
Oi.
Let me look up.
I'm trying to think of. Is it Nick Batum?
It is not Nick Batum. Let's see. Oh no, he is in the league.
Who?
He is still in the league.
On a team?
Yeah.
Is he playing?
Yes.
Like, getting minutes?
I don't know if he's getting minutes, but he is still in the league.
He old?
He is how old? He's 32.
Oh. Guard?
No.
Forward?
Center.
Big.
Yeah, big. He's a big. He's
white
big at a white.
Oh, Cody Zeller.
Cody Zeller is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Cody Zeller, 4th all time. All right. Nicely done. Good job.
Thank you.
Yep, your turn.
I think that was a really good performance.
I agree. I mean, you got the top 3 in 2 seconds, and then you pulled Bismack Biyombo out of your ass. What he was doing in your ass, we'll never know.
Let's keep that. Let's keep that between Bismack and I.
Okay.
Bismack and me.
Yeah, better grammar.
So I looked at this year's. This is a very simple question.
Oh God.
Looked at the top scorers, points per game this season.
Okay.
Can you name the 3 second-round draft picks in the top 25 in scoring this season, points per game?
Jokic. Oh, second-round picks in the top 25.
One of them is really easy, and the other one is like, damn.
It's not. I'm trying to think. Is one of these? It's. No. This is going to take me forever to read.
No, it's not. One of the maybe the last one. One of them should be.
Oh, was Brunson?
Jalen Brunson. There you go. That was the other easy one.
Okay.
So now this is the tough one.
All right, I got 2 of the 3.
23rd in the league in scoring right now, ahead of LeBron, ahead of DeRozan.
Like, was he good last year, or is he just starting to get good now because of minutes?
He was good last year, but nobody saw this coming. I think he averaged 15 last year, 14, 15.
And he's been in the league.
Substantial. He's a veteran player. 8-9 years maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, since 2015.
Okay. Since 2015. So it's not like Lou Dort.
No.
Okay. I'm trying to think of who else. Was Desmond Bane a second-round pick?
It's not Desmond Bane. He's not top 25. I don't think he might have been, actually.
I think he was. Because I'm trying to think of one of the, yeah, he is. I'm trying to think of one of those guys. Oh, what about the guy in the Nets? Cam Thomas.
First-round pick.
Cam Thomas?
27th overall. Yep.
I thought it was a good
Desmond
guess.
Bane was also a first-round pick, 30th overall.
Okay, but those are both good guesses, though.
Yeah, not bad.
A veteran.
If the Bulls played him, he would be one of the guys to never miss, and you go, this guy, and just go NBA player.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
No, better. I think better. Career-wise, maybe not. Just because he's been Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has been so consistent. Oh no, but he's a more skilled player. I'd say.
Kevin Huerter?
No, first rounder. And no, he's not averaging 23.
Averaging 23.
You won't be that surprised when you hear this, but I think it'll be tough to get.
I just feel like I'm throwing guesses out there. It's weird because if he's been in the league and now he's all of a sudden averaging 23 points a game. Is he American?
Yes.
Did he go to a major college?
Yes, he did.
Was he a really good college player?
I didn't really know him that well in college, but obviously good enough to be an NBA draft pick.
Is it like
Malcolm
Brogdon?
No, not Malcolm Brogdon. Good guess, though.
I don't know.
He played all 4 years.
In college?
Yeah.
Whoa.
But a good player.
Yeah, but that's rare. So did he go to a Big Ten school? What I used to know as a Big Ten school.
Current Big Ten school? Yes.
Yes. Did he go to UCLA?
He did go to UCLA.
Oh, it's not. Oh, what's his name? It's not Jamie Jaquez.
No, better. Jaime Haugh is a first-round pick. I'm saying a veteran.
All right, who are the still UCLA guys in the league? You had you got Kevon Looney.
No, not Looney.
You got Kevin Love is not. It's not Looney. Oh, the guy is, but he's American.
American.
Dean Wade.
No,
did he go there?
Dean Wade went to Kansas State.
Okay,
he averages 6 per game.
I don't know. Who is it?
Norman Powell.
Holy crap!
Averaging 23.
Norman Powell?
Bad dude, man.
I would never been here all day. Would never gotten Norman Powell.
Yeah, Norman Powell's been like that this year. He's
all day. I would have been
scoring.
But you're right. He's a guy who the Bulls play him. It's like they can't guard Norman Powell.
He's averaging 23.6 points per game on 49% from the field and 48.6% from three.
How much does he make? Like I don't remember him getting some big deal. Like
yeah, he's on the Clippers.
His contract's up and. All
right. He signed a contract. He's making $20 million, but that's what NBA players cost.
Yeah, that good for Norman Powell. Wow.
You are saying he should win Most Improved, and he's 31 years old.
All right, give him the crowd question.
Crowd question. So this is a tough one. And my last one is about the G League, and this is kind of similar because it's about bummy guys-ish type thing. So everyone remembers the Chicago Bulls 2021-2022 season with DeMar and his historic run and when they played super well in that first stretch of the season. But what people don't realize about that first half of the season was everybody had COVID and everybody got sick. So every NBA team was signing randos to 10-day contracts. There are 6 NBA players that the Bulls signed a 10-day contract last season. Can you name them?
That season.
That season. All of the 10 days they signed. Not a couple of them got multiple 10 days. It doesn't matter. Just anyone that got at least one.
I know 2, but I'm not going to say. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So, and how there's 6 Bulls who signed
or 10-day contract.
10 days in the COVID season.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That is your crowd question. You can answer at Jason.Bernstein_ on Instagram. You can answer at Dan_Bernstein on Twitter or at Dan Bernstein at Blue Sky.
Yeah. And I would have gotten 4 or 5 of these. One of them I completely forgot, and I had to almost look it up because I didn't even know if it was true. It was on Basketball Reference, and I just said, no way.
All right, so Organizations Win Championships is your podcast. Make sure you're listening. Make sure you're subscribed. You can check it out wherever you rate it. That's good too. Rating the podcast. Give us good ratings because you love us and you love Jason's ridiculous head of hair at the moment.
Oh, go to hell.
What?
Also, they didn't have to get any minutes. Just if they signed a 10-day. That's it.
Okay.
There you go.
That was Jason Goff, and I would always our favorite NBA player.
Adewale on a 10-day.
Adewale on a 10-day. Yep. All right. Well,
that only Jason Goff can make sure that we don't sound appropriative when we.
Well, that's why I mentioned it's his joke. So next time you'll hear from us. Next time, Schmuck Pickle is going to be sitting next to me right here.
What the hell, man?
What the hell, man?
Schmuck Pickle?
Yes.
When I sit next to you, there's going to be a pickle up your.
Hey!
Hoo-ha. Okay.
What? But is it a cornichon? That is I would prefer if forced to choose. Yes.
Oh my God.